Hey guys. So, little special guest. Just a special guest. This is one of Midna's newer babies. I haven't had a name for them yet, but it's a little female and it's black and white. You never right, little one. Mwah. She loves Grandpa. There's a pure black one outside. I'm calling her Eve. So, for like people who don't know, all the black cats I have are, you know, biblical names like Lucifer. I have Adam. I've had Lilith. I've had Judas. And now I have Eve. That's hang on, little one. You got your gunky eyes again. Gunky eyes. There we go. Look at that face. Look at that face. Let them see your face. Look at that. It's just a baby. It's just a baby. Mwah. Yeah, I know. It's the first time. First, look how tiny they are compared to their siblings. They're tiny, but just like their mom. They look just like Midna. So Midna, when she first came over here, she was incredibly small. Ain't that right? Your mom, well, you don't know that, but your mama was very small too. Yeah, they're like a month old and she's still this tiny. Midna and Kael'thas came around the same time, and Midna was extremely small as well. I thought like something was wrong with her, like she was sick. Nope, she's just naturally small. She's just naturally small. That's right. You're just like your mom. Same colors and everything, except she's got a little like white right there on her nose. Mwah, look at that. Those little paws. Those little beans. Actually, do you have another little one of those things in your fur? They've been playing in the grass and they get like those little, yeah, I feel one right there. Those little, the little green ball things that are in the grass, like the seeds or whatever. She's gets, hang on, I'm trying to get them out of your fur. Because then they'll get tangled up and start matting up the fur and it just doesn't feel good. Did you want to go outside with your sisters? I'm still thinking of a name for her. I don't know what I want it to be. I thought Xion was a good one, because I have Kingdom Hearts referenced ones like Roxas. I've had Sora. Huh. I think Xion would be cute. You like that name? She's as soon as I said it, she's like, Grandpa, what? Mwah. Dirty paws. Dirty paws. Mwah. Okay. I'll put you back outside. Hang on. The deed is done. She's gone. So I think Xion will be a cute name for her. So Xion, Eve, and then there's another like gray white one. I have trouble figuring out what I'm going to name her. But I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. But yeah, she's so tiny, but she's like her mom when she first showed up. So small and like she's quickly becoming a grandpa's baby because she always, as soon as I go outside, she'll hop up the stairs just to come see me. And then she'll just like sit on my slipper or sit by my side. If I'm standing there, she'll just like sit there. And so pretty much faster than any of the other babies, Roxas and Kira and all of them. It took a little while for them to become grandpa's babies, and definitely a lot sooner than, Midna, who hated me for the longest time. But then she realized, oh, hey, this guy isn't bad. He's actually treating us well and he's taking care of us. But already that little one's like, Grandpa, hi, hi. You came out to see us? I'm like, I did come outside to see you. Like, if she's in the yard playing with her sisters, I go out there, I'm like, hello, little one. And she's like, and then you see her towards the stairs and she's slowly up the stairs. I'm like, come on. And she comes running up. It's like, John, how do you do it? How do you have such a great relationship with all of them? Don't you have like a million cats? I do, but it's not hard to form a special bond with all of them. It's really not. One of them left me a present. Was it yesterday? It was a dead squirrel. John, you're so lucky. I know. I'm truly blessed. But yeah, she's well on her way to being a grandpa's baby. Speaking of Grandpa's baby, Roxas was here earlier, but can't let him in when my roommate's here. So he came inside yesterday, though, but he hasn't really wanted to stay in lately, I guess, because I don't know, whatever reason. But he'll come in with me and he'll kind of lay here for like an hour, and then he'll get up and he'll do one meow, and I know what that meow means. He's like, Grandpa, I want to go back out. Because then he'll jump off the bed and go out to the wait by the door. I'm like, are you sure you want to go out, Roxas? And he's like, I'm like, okay, if I let you out, I can't let you back in. But that one little meow, I know exactly what he means when he does it. So you can understand their meows. Yeah. I know all their meows. I know their personalities. I'm just an amazing grandpa. Um, but yeah, another week gone. Also, I'm still drinking the Tang that I've had in my what video was it? I can't remember which one I just poured it for. Um, but yeah, but also work this week. I go into work on Tuesday and there's like nothing in there, like no prep at all. We had like no veggies prepped. We had basically nothing. And I don't know what was with DoorDash, but these DoorDashers were coming in before the tickets even showed up in the system. Like I had this one girl, she was there for a pickup for Caitlin, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm here for Caitlin," and I'm like, maybe someone got that one already. So I'm looking through the trash for the tickets. And for 5 minutes, I'm like, no, there's no Caitlin. And then finally it pops up on the POS, and then there's another order there as well for another person. And I'm like, but like all day DoorDash was showing up, it gives us 15 minutes to make it. No, they were showing up like a minute after things were printed out. And I'm not like the other people where like, oh, they go out for 15 minutes for a smoke break or something. No, as soon as I hear you have a remote order, I print the thing out. I print it out, take this thing, staple it to a bag, so that way when I finish wrapping, I can put it. So, but even then, I print out the ticket as soon as I see it, and then there's the person coming in for DoorDash. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here for Vince, and I'm like, I literally just printed the ticket out. It literally just printed out. It just showed up. So you're gonna have to sit down and wait for a little bit. But we didn't have a lot of things. We didn't have meatballs. We didn't have those things for the foot long nachos. Like I call them boats because that's what they're like. But the little brown sleeve things to put them, or not the sleeves, but we didn't have those. We have the sleeves to slide them into, but not the little things to put the nachos in themselves. But I'm telling people, it's like, hey, we don't have this, we don't have that. The oven's not working properly. So if you want yours toasted, there's a good chance it might overcook, over toast, it might under toast. You know what they say, all toasters toast toast. But then eventually, apparently someone complained at the other store, and my manager came in and started bitching at me for it, talking about, oh well, you can stop and slice things. It's like I was busy. I was expecting help at 11:30. 11:30 no help. 12:30 no help. So 12 to 1 is rush hour. I had no help at 11:30, no help at 12:30, no help at 1:30, no help at 2 o'clock. Only after 2 o'clock did I finally get help. So they're expecting me to go slice like one freaking tomato for one person. It's like, oh, hey, 7 people waiting here in the door dashers right there. Here, allow me to go get that mandolin down and go cut up a freaking tomato for one person. I hope you all have time to wait. If it was 1 or 2 people, I have no problem. But you have 4 or 5 people standing there, each of them ordering like 3, 4 sandwiches on their own. You have the door dashers waiting. Each ticket has got like 2 orders on their own. I don't have time to just go into the back, take the mandolin down, go, and go into the walk-in, I don't have time to do it. And I told her, I'm like, this stuff should be done at night. It's like my job when I come in is to open the store, to cash, check the register, count the money, which I do. I'm on point all the time. Start the bread, make bread, do the cookies, do the slicing, get the dishes started, and DoorDash, and or whatever customers in general. That's what I was told that my job would be when I came in by both the manager and by the district manager. Everything else is prepped during the day or at night. So I'm going more above and beyond, and yet I'm getting bitched at. Like then she talks about teamwork, and I'm like, does no one see the irony of this situation? You guys are constant. Like I went in and there was in the retarder, that's what it's called, with where you put it, and I went in there and there was no bread at all. I'm like, how do you Subway and you don't have any bread in there? And you want to talk about teamwork? You want to talk about teamwork? How about the fact that every time I come in here, there's something missing because no one wants to prep? Of course, I'm not saying any of this to them. But and then I was working with a new guy yesterday. I forget his name already. But he's a kid. He's like 21. 21's a kid. I'm old. Okay. Yeah, he's young. Um and then a woman came in. Once he showed up, I was in the back. I was doing the dishes and getting tomatoes done. Trying to just do veggies so that way they wouldn't bitch and complain. But the same thing yesterday. I go in, there's no pepper jack ready, so I did build up the one in the Bane, and then I prepped one. Same thing with cucumbers, tomatoes, meatballs. There was like no meatballs, so I did the one for the Bane, and I also prepped. I did meats. There was no ham in there. We had no ham in there, and there's like 2 things of turkey left. But yeah, the kid, and then the woman comes in. Apparently she said like, "Oh, there was a hair in my sandwich," and blah blah blah. Like I said, I'm in the back doing tomatoes, and this kid had like a scraggly beard, not like a full one, but like those, I guess people would call it like a pube beard, where each one you can see like the skin very clearly between each hair. Very scraggly, thick, coarse hair, but like very far and few and all over. Not like I said, not like a full where there's like really no space to be seen, like skin to be seen through it. But he also didn't have a uniform, so he didn't have the shirt, he didn't have a hat. When I go in, I tie my hair back, and then actually, where's my hat? Oh, hang on. For examples, let me show you what I do. All right, so got my hair tie, my hairband. So I pull the hair back. Ugh. Then it gets stuck in the glasses. You pull it back. And obviously, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. It's just for demonstration purposes. Tie my hair back. And then normally someone would just put their hat on, tied back. Put my hat on. And that's it. But me, I put my hair up like that. So that way it kind of drapes over the side. So that way it's up higher. And that's what I do when I go to work. I was about to do something cool there, but then my massive fingers fumbled. But that's what I do. So even if I'm around the food, it's not really gonna, because it's so tight and it's not going anywhere. But this kid, no hat, no nothing. He said he's been there since Sunday, but I had my uniform pretty much right away. But yeah, she came in and was like, "Oh, she brought the sandwiches back, but she didn't leave the hair in question." But she's like, "Oh, I want a refund," and so gave her a refund. It's not a big deal. But the kid does seem a little. I mean, he was definitely, when it came to working. I remember my first like rush. I didn't even go that slow. Like he was slow. Like I'm telling him, I'm like, "Are those both going in the toaster?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You make them both at the same time." You take out 2 sheets, you take out the bread for both of them, cut both things of bread, open them both up. You can look at both tickets, and especially if it's for one ticket, because sometimes they get the same thing. Like it'll be like 2 Philly cheesesteaks. So you scoop it, you put it on one, you scoop it, you put it on the other. Oh, each one wants pepper jack. You take boom, 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 and you knock them both out at the same time. But this kid was like one at a time, and that slows you down completely. It just completely slows you down. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. You have to go faster. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Um, but yeah, it was just one thing after another. I did make a nice several tips. I think how much did I make? Actually, I think I made about $5 in tips yesterday. Most people, when you're alone, they kind of, if they see you busting your ass and all that, they kind of like, oh wow, this dude's really, really working hard. And then you'll end up getting tips. Now, I've said before, I don't expect tips, but it's just in my experience, it seems like when you're busting your ass to get 5, 6, 7 people done, and you're by yourself, and it's rush hour, and each person is ordering like 2, 3 sandwiches, you're more inclined to get tips. You do try to keep high spirits, and you're doing goofy voices and everything, and you're making them feel better as well. You're more inclined to get tips. So, but yeah, I don't. And then like I don't know what was happening, but yesterday with the bread, I did bread when I got in, and then I started to try to finish up the rest, and it was just not rising. It just wasn't rising. I looked at the bottom to make sure the thing had water in it for the the steam and all that. It was completely filled. It's only supposed to take an hour. An hour. It's supposed to be risen, but it was in there for like an hour and a half. And it was just still basically as if it just started. I'm like, what is going on with this thing? And the kid is like, is the light supposed to be flickering like that? I'm like, yeah, it's been like this since I came here. But I went in yesterday morning, and there was a sandwich already like sitting there from a DoorDash that no one picked up. What was it? It was a rotisserie chicken, a few other things like barbecue sauce and stuff like that. So I wasted it out, and for under the reason, it's just like it was already here when I got here this morning. And then I went in before I left, and I put like some steak on it, some pepperoni and stuff like that. I made a really thick sandwich, and I just took it home because that's what you're allowed to do. Instead of throwing them out, you can take them home. But yeah, that oven, the bread never comes out uniform. It always comes out different. You could leave it in the same time every single time. Like the cookies, I put in cookies yesterday, left them in for the amount of a lot of time, and they came out darker than they normally do. So I looked at the temperatures, and everything seemed fine. But I don't know how old those ovens are. The one on the other side of town, I think they got new ovens. Ours are still old. So, you know, we got that the soda machine though, but we have no CO2, so no one. Apparently, even the lemonade isn't working. I didn't know you needed CO2 for lemonade, which you don't. But someone wanted lemonade yesterday, and it was basically coming out as water. So it's just one thing after another. And then people want to come in and complain, but like I've said before, we're the grunts. We're just the ones who me work. Like that's what we do. We stand there taking orders and making sandwiches. Like I have nothing to do with stock where ordering and in fact, what was it? Tuesday, a girl came in. She wanted the nachos. I'm like, yeah, we don't have any of the things to put them in. She's like, this. It's always something. She's like, I used to work for this for here. I used to work here and the other one, and she's like, it was the same thing even for me then. It's like it just always. It always seemed to be this way where it's always out of something. Sometimes several things. But we're a team. Okay, well, yeah, we're a team. So why is the team not prepping things at night for, when I come in the morning? As if I'm not doing enough in the morning to get started. Again, I'm coming in, counting doing the register, which is already important because you got to make sure you have enough, and you're counting right. Getting the meat sliced, getting the bread started, getting the cookies done, getting the tea started, getting the dishes started, dealing with pretty much a rush by yourself, but then they want to complain because, oh, you didn't slice some cucumbers when someone wanted them. I simply told people what we didn't have, and instead of telling them, oh, hey, maybe go to McDonald's or some crap, it's like, just, I'm pretty sure the other one on the other side of town might have it. I mean, regardless, it's still the store, the franchise making money, so. But, I was like, teamwork? Really? You're gonna, teamwork. Okay. Okay. But, yeah. And then you have those people that just, they're either speaking too low, or the people who were standing there for 5 minutes and they still don't know what they want. Um, then you have like I had like an old woman yesterday, like telling me her life story. There's like 3 other people standing in line, and she's talking about her husband and this. I'm like, what would you like on this, ma'am? Um, like it's if I wasn't busy, I don't care. If I'm not busy, I don't mind talking to people. But if I've got 3, 4, 5 people and they're all making, all wanting like 3 sandwiches each, I don't have the, you know, I don't have the pleasure of having a conversation with you. I can just kind of nod. I'm like, oh, that's nice. What else would you like on this? Um, but it is what it is. It's a job. But do you like your job, John? It's a job. I'm an adult, and sometimes you have to do things you don't like. So for all the kids who, for whatever reason, may be watching, if you're a kid, why are you watching me? I swear like a fucking sailor, you shouldn't be watching me. But for all those young people who, not kids, but they're not exactly adults yet, never say, I want to grow up, or I wish I was an adult, because you will live to regret it. You will wish you were a kid again. Once you get to be my age, you're going to look back and think, gee, I really wish I never said I was an adult. I wish I was an adult when I was a kid. You think it's all cool because you're like, oh, I can stay up late. I can buy things I want. But then you realize what you have to do to buy those things you want. So never say, I wish I was an adult or I wish I was grown up. Just enjoy your youth while you have it. Enjoy it. You know, and if your child ever says, I can't wait till I'm a grown up, just smack them. I'm kidding. Don't. No, but you just tell them, it's like, no, you don't. You go all Blizzard on them with J. Allen Brack. Be like, you think you do, but you don't. You think you want it, but you don't. Um, you think you want vanilla, but you don't. It's like, no, pretty sure we want vanilla, dude. Why do you think people are going to private servers? Because they're tired of your crap and they want to play the old crap. Because nothing is more nostalgic than sitting in Orgrimmar or any capital city, like, looking for group for like 2 hours. Need tank, then good to go. And then you get to the dungeon, which you have to run to. And then someone leaves, like the healer leaves, and then you're like, oh, I need to hearth back to the capital city. And then you're like, need healer, then good to go. And then another, like a DPS leaves because they're impatient. Like, healer, DPS, then good to go. Some people like that, you know? But, anyway, yeah. Long week. Very hot. Very hot. But, teamwork, guys. Teamwork. Teamwork is what makes things work. There is no I in team. There is, however, an I in meat pie. No one's going to get that reference. But there is an I in meat pie. Because the anagram of team is meat. But anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.